can't tell. Well, good morning, everybody. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Surprise around the corner. Hey, Hummingbird. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Christine. Hey, Cole. Hey, Blogs. Hey, Gabrielle. No, you don't. Look.
A puff of smoke.
No, look. You look. Well, there you go. First, I want to say shout out to all of y'all that came on BIGO last night and tried to help me with my PK. I got beat terribly. But it's all good because y'all was there to support, and I appreciate y'all. Christine, Blogs and Fiction, Monica, and Smooth Dancing Nick.
Good morning, everybody.
I appreciate all y'all coming into my BIGO Live last night and helping me with my first official PK. Now that y'all know how it works next time, I need one of y'all to be my deadly assassin.
Hey, Love Kings.
Hey, hey, Betty. Hey, Love Kings.
Cole, if you don't go somewhere and sit down.
What's good, y'all? What is good?
What's good, y'all? Hey, everybody. Y'all come on in. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in, please.
Y'all like the fact that your man looked like he's floating in the air?
Let's see if he behaved today.
Well, he was until you looked at him. And you knew that. All it takes is a look. That's why I don't look at him. Because all it takes is a look and you get him excited.
My baby need a haircut. Look at my baby.
Bad. You get one?
He look just like,
in a couple of weeks.
He look just like a rag doll child.
I like him fluffy like that.
Not me.
I like him scruffy.
Daryl Moore said he like him like that too.
I like him scruffy.
I like him. I want to see his eyes.
I make him look like a dog. When he's groomed, he just look like a show dog.
He look homeless.
He look like a show dog when he groomed. When he look like this, he looks well broken in. You getting down or you standing up? Because we're not going halfway.
Right.
We're not going halfway. It's like you telling people to kiss your little booty.
Sit, behave. Cage. Look at those pretty green eyes that baby got. Cage.
Hey, Marie.
Okay, for those of you that were privy to Friday's video, hey, that's marriage. For those of you that weren't privy to it, sorry you didn't get to see it. But anyway, good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Shar.
Okay, well, I hope everybody in here that wants to hear what's going on is in here. We're gonna do some celebrity gossip this morning. We're gonna cover some things that's been going on, not only in these YouTube streets, but have been going on.
Christine said, yes, I was privy to it.
Yes, that has been going on. Now, if y'all, it was almost a WWE SmackDown up in this bitch.
Hey, Auntie Pee-wee.
Hey, Auntie Pee-wee. You might as well go ahead and let him down, Joseph.
But he this is what he wants. He wants halfway up and halfway. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Well, he does that when we go downstairs in the living room.
Right, he's halfway.
You gonna be a half-ass today? All you gotta do is say your magic words.
Let me tell y'all, it was a good feeling just now. We was both on BIGO, but we was on somebody else's page, and Tramel was on their little panel. And one of the girls in there, when Tramel came in the room, she said, oh, both the McRae Kingz are here now. The McRae Kingz are in the building. The girl that was supposed to be the panel, she screamed, yes, I finally get to meet them. I got both of them. I'm like, really? You know us? And I'm like, I guess she heard of us, but she didn't know really, because she didn't even know our YouTube page. I'm like, oh, we got a name in the BIGO streets already. It's fun.
Yes. So happy Monday, everybody. It is very cold here. It's 55 degrees here in Rome, New York, where we are. It's raining. It's nasty outside. Winter is here. I don't know.
Don't complain, because last year we was like ankle deep in snow.
No, I'm not complaining, but summertime is over for us. Fall is over for us. Here, it's wintertime. It's wintertime, y'all, here. So now get off the green screen. Yeah, it's wintertime here, so
sit down.
Y'all, it's getting cold.
Okay.
Time to put the summer jellies away. Brothers, get your Timbs. Girls, get your Uggs. Get your cute little your cute little fall coats and almost winter coats, and get ready to hunker down.
Hunker down.
Yes, hunker down. Yes, and get her done. Yes, but thank you for joining us today. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a good weekend. Of course, we do movies all weekend. And this weekend we watched a really, really good series on Netflix. It was like a short series, I guess you call it. A short series. It was called The Haunting of Bly Manor. If you don't have anything to do, if you're in the house today or whenever you get a chance, you need to watch that movie. It was really good. It was really, really good. It was a really good series. And it sounds like it was scary, but it wasn't.
I was surprised he wanted to watch it.
No, I don't do no scary movies. But it wasn't scary either. It was a really good movie. And then we watched another movie. Was that other movie we watched? Trigger? Yeah, Trigger. It was on BET Plus. Tyler Perry, you need to get it together.
That was Tyler Perry?
Well, it was on his network. It was on his network. BET Plus.
He do better than that.
BET Plus is so boring. Is it me? Or is everybody tired of seeing the same movies over and over and over and over and over and over?
Just told with
over again. You see the same. I'm talking about every channel you go to, every app you have, the same movies is in there.
Or it's the same movie with different people.
They got all the Avenger movies in every
you get
app.
A crazy woman going after the married woman's husband.
Yes.
And then both of them fighting. Or the crazy woman has the baby, she has the baby, and the crazy woman is after her baby. Like, it's all the same.
Well, I don't mind those type of movies, because I like action movies and I like drama.
But once you
and
see
I like comedy, but
as
long as it has a good twist to it. A lot of these shows, there's no creativity. I don't have no twist to it. In this movie, Trigger, with Marquise Houston and Flex, this movie was so stupid. The dude that was that became a model after he got out of jail, he was in that movie, and he was fine as church. He was fine, child. He was a fine piece of furniture, child. I remember when I used to look like that. When I was a young tender running wild and free, I used to look like him, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was cute though. He was really cute. But the movie was so, it put the corn in the E. It was corny. It was corny. It was just stupid. Like just to give you an example of the movie.
What are the odds of two brothers being in the house? One accidentally kills somebody, and the other brother is a cop and comes with the whole SWAT team. It's like, come on.
But that ain't even a half of it. The one brother held everybody hostage and let all the hostages go in the beginning of the motherfucking movie. It was stupid. It was a stupid movie. Now, I do have to say this about Tyler Perry. That show he has on BET Plus called Bros. That's a good show. It's funny. It's very comical. Yes, it's very comical, and it has so many sexual undertones to it that it ain't even funny, and a lot of cussing. I get so shocked when I see Tyler Perry do with people cussing and carrying on. And
no, honey, the other one got me. That one where they in the cult.
When they in what?
The cult.
Yeah.
And they got them naked, all the men naked around the room. I was like, oh, Tyler Perry, you making movies like this?
Y'all can't tell me Tyler Perry ain't a queen, honey. He be having some fine ass men in his movies. That's true. He be having some fine ass men in his movies, and he do that on purpose, honey. Tyler Perry know how to pick a fine man child. I would love to be on the set of Tyler Perry.
His type. You know his type.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily pick his type. Light skin
and muscular.
That's
what he like. Joe, man, what is the problem?
I don't know, but he about to get down because he get on.
What is the problem? What's with all this whining and stuff? You wasn't doing none of this before we turned the camera on. Why every time we get on the camera, you always got to show your ass? Do you want me to go
Part 2, y'all. Part 2 from Friday.
This can get found on your ass.
Part 2 from Friday.
Bipolar disorder. Anyway, let's get into some things today. First
RTPV. I'm sorry. I could never get into that. I tried when it was on TV. Dexter.
What?
Dexter.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I could never get into that.
Me neither. But we are looking for another good show to watch, or any good movie recommendations that y'all have. Put them in the chat.
And we watched The New Witches.
Oh yeah, we watched The New Witches. It wasn't as good as the first one though.
No, because it was more upgraded. See, the first one, when you watch the first one again, it becomes kind of quote unquote corny because with all the special effects and CGI that we have now, the first one is kind of corny. This one had, of course, all high technical special effects, CGI, all of that. So it made it, for kids nowadays, it would be amazing.
It seemed like the movie was shorter.
The first one,
it was shorter. They cut so much out.
Yeah,
it was like shorter. I like the fact that it was an all like majority black cast.
And no, the witches were all nationalities.
That's but
because in the first one, most of the witches were white.
Right, but the main characters were black.
Right, but I'm saying if you look with the witches with the first one, they were all white.
Yeah, they were all white.
You had Asian witches, black witches, Indian witches, white witches. It was just a array.
And I don't like the way they changed the storyline.
Yeah,
I don't like the story. I'm not gonna say the movie wasn't. You gotta see it and judge for yourself. But if you saw the first one,
it was good. But you can't. Anytime they do a remake, I don't care what it is. I've never seen a remake that was better than the first.
Yeah,
never.
I'm just tired of remakes too.
I've never seen a remake that was better than the first. They think it's better because, like I said, now they got more CGI. They have more special effects. And they think that's what makes it better than the first. Like, for example, It. I watched It on TV, and I thought it was the most corniest thing I ever seen in my life as an adult. It was like, oh my God, this is so fake. But when I was younger, it scared the hell out of me. The new It was completely out of insane because they had all these special effects and CGI that looked real. When you watch the old one, it looks fake. But at the same time, the old one is still better because when you see the first one, you're kind of partial and biased to it.
Yeah. I think, they just, I think that's
I like that. No. I'm thinking of the other one that was on Showtime. I was going to watch that. I keep saying I'm going to watch that, but I never do because,
you know what, what's going on with all the writers in the world? We are all the writers in the world to write some new stuff. Why do they have to do a remake of everything?
Because I think they're thinking they're making it better because they can do better special effects. Like even when they remade Nightmare on Elm Street, that was like horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Because in my
Chucky
mind,
was horrible. Chucky,
Robert
that was
Englund
the worst movie.
Is Freddy. Robert Englund is Freddie.
Right.
Period. No matter how you slice it, that's Freddie. If you're not giving me that Freddie, it ain't Nightmare on Elm Street.
Stop it.
And
Cage.
then the new Chucky they made was like,
That was
oh
terrible.
my god, that was just straight up trash.
It was trash. It was trash.
Like that. I mean, at least if you're gonna do, come in. I'm gonna put you back up there. You get
But,
down.
I mean,
you going in the cage.
the only thing, what I'm saying is when I say where are all the writers at? Where's the new stuff? I mean, okay, it's cool to see a remake every now and then, but if you really look at it in the grand scheme of things, in the past 20 years, you have seen absolutely nothing but remakes. They did Sparkle all over again. They did The Wiz. They did. You know, I can go on and on. All the movies that they have remade, and I'd say about 70% of them were trash or weren't as good as the original.
But I think a lot of people sit back and go, I could do that movie again, but make it better.
Yeah,
I can do it better if it was. Now, what movie was really good and it was a complete new story ever told, because I've never seen a movie like this, was Old Guard. That
overall
was amazing. If you haven't watched that on Netflix,
overall was
make
good.
sure you watch that, because Old Guard was amazing, and I cannot wait, because Netflix said they're going to make a part 2. That's the Netflix original.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that. I really like that. But let's get into what we're going to talk about today. We're going to do a little celebrity gossip, tell you, talk about what's going on, not only in these YouTube streets, but just going on, child, in the world with these celebrities. These celebrities be carrying. These celebrities be really carrying. And the first one we're going to talk about, of course, is Miss Wendy Williams. Now, I don't know. We just going to give our opinion of what we think may be going on, and we're going to talk about what's alleged. For those of you who are Wendy fans, Wendy's show just came back off of hiatus, and she started her new season 13, right? Yeah, season 13. And since she came back, she has really been like
a hot mess.
A hot mess. Like she's calling her guests. She's calling her guests by their wrong names. She's like acting loopy. She's coming on. She seems as if she's gonna pass out half of the doggone time. She seems as if she's too weak to walk from the center stage to the chair. And if you've ever been to the Wendy show, it's not that far of a walk. And the studio is really not that big. But she's been really acting like she was acting prior to her announcement that her and Kevin were getting a divorce. Like, remember last year when she came on stage and she was acting loopy like that.
But that's, now that you say that, that's true. Because when you watch it on TV, you think that walk she's taking is real long.
It's not that far. It's only like 5 or 6
actually,
steps.
first of all, when we went to see it live, some of y'all saw us on the Wendy Williams show, and Tremel is sitting there with his crown on. So if it's ever replayed, you can't miss me and Tremel in the audience. You will see both of us in the audience. That studio is probably bigger than this room
it's
we're
small.
in. But it's probably
small.
this room in our bedroom. It's small. And I was shocked at how small it really is. Because on TV, with the way they move the cameras and stuff, it looks huge.
Yeah.
But it's actually small. So that walk that she's taking that to y'all looks like, oh, you better hurry up and get in that chair, girl, before you fall. It's like probably this long.
Yeah.
It's not
that
long
screen that's behind her is like the biggest thing in the room.
Right.
Really. That's the biggest thing in the room. But she's been acting really weird. Really, really weird. And I don't know, Joseph, why don't you tell me what you think? What do you think? What do you think is going on with her right now?
I don't know. Something is wrong. That's obvious. It could just be that she don't know how to handle what's going on. Like, I think before the coronavirus, Wendy could go out and forget what was really going on by doing other things to keep herself busy. But now, because of Corona, when you have to sit with yourself, that becomes,
You don't have no other choice but to just.
How that saying go? Your mind is the devil's playground.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I sit by myself, child, all type of things run through my mind. Especially when I was single, all types of things run through my mind.
Them days.
And it's like
it wasn't cute.
I guess getting divorced and knowing that you're with nobody and knowing that this person has another child and is with another woman and you by yourself, that'll play on you.
Mm-hmm.
So if she is using drugs to medicate that,
mm-hmm.
I get it. And not that it's right, but I get it because she can't, a lot of people can't cope.
Yeah.
And when you have nothing to do now but sit around and be by yourself and isolate yourself, and because we always talked about that, how it would have been if we weren't married and we was living on our own, just being in the house by yourself.
Yeah,
like,
it's not easy.
It's different when, I mean, child, we go at it with each other, being locked up in the goddamn house. So like, you so
shit, but that's for entertainment.
But I mean, it's just it becomes too much. It really does. It becomes too much.
Well, no, I don't want to say, but then at the same time, Joseph, listen, you got to learn how to love yourself, and you got to learn how to be by yourself, and be okay with being by yourself sometimes.
But I think at the same time, it will play on a person to know that your person that you're divorcing or the person you were dating is already with somebody else, and you're not. That bothers a lot of people. It does.
Yeah.
Everybody just can't say.
Because you have to dwell.
Oh, well.
You sit there and you dwell.
Right. You sit there and you dwell and you dwell and you dwell. And that's all you got for right now because she can't go to parties like she was doing before.
Yeah. She
can't go to concerts and go to other places and people inviting her here and there and to there and far because ain't nobody doing nothing.
And let's be clear about this because a lot of people come down on Kevin Hunter. A lot of women have come down on Kevin Hunter and said, "Oh, he cheated on her. He had a baby and stuff like this." Let's be clear about this. Wendy and Kevin have had, and I'm speaking from a place of being in the entertainment industry and knowing Wendy. See, y'all know the talk show host Wendy, but me and Joseph, who grew up in the New York, New Jersey tri-state area, we know the Wendy who used to smoke four packs of Newports a day, and you can go on a party and see Wendy sniffing coke and carrying on. We know that.
I met her at a ball.
We know that Wendy, and Wendy is, and trust me when I tell you, Wendy is a bitch to work for. She's a bitch to work for, and she is a bitch. She can be a bitch. You know, she's one of those people because she came, and y'all may or may not understand this, but Wendy comes from South Jersey. And Wendy she grew up around the majority of people she grew up around were white people. And so, you know, she has this spirit where sometimes she looks down upon people, you know, especially black people, you know, and then, you know, y'all see how her mouth is. Her mouth is real slick. You know, she made her name off of running her mouth and running her mouth too much.
I don't feel sorry for her.
I don't feel sorry for me either.
No, if she's going through something,
I feel bad for her.
If she's going through something, I hope she gets the help that she needs.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, I don't feel bad for her that people are out here talking about her and making fun of her because now you're getting a dose of what you've been doing for years.
Yeah.
So I can't feel bad about now that karma's biting you in the ass.
Right.
I can't feel bad about that because it's your karma. You put it out there. You've done it to so many people that now all of a sudden people are supposed to be sad and pity you because it's being done to you.
Right.
No, girl.
And her and Kevin had an open marriage for years. Her only rule was, and if you've ever heard her talk about you know, her marriage, her only rule was she said she didn't care about who he slept with, just as long as he ain't had no kids.
Let's be realistic about something.
But I mean,
y'all think that Wendy Williams just found out about that other girl. Let's be real. She knew what this man was doing, and he knew what she was doing.
Right.
Believe me. All of a sudden now, everywhere she goes, they say she playing with her cooch, asking men to give her some. You've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Now people are talking. See, people probably was respecting the fact that you was married before. But now that you ain't married, they telling the tale. You ain't just start doing this. People don't just pick up habits. Like, child, men don't just, if it's a man, he ain't gonna just pull it out and start playing with it just on the random. He been doing that shit for a long time.
Y'all been married
People
for 30
don't just
years.
pick up habits like that.
Yeah.
Like that. You just don't. These are things that you've been doing.
Right.
And I believe she did it because she looked like the type to sit there. You want some of this?
Yeah.
You want some of this?
Which brings us on to the next thing with her and DJ Bouth. Now everybody's sitting up here trying to come down on DJ Bouth, talking about he talking too much. No, DJ Bouth didn't start talking until other people started vlogging about it. People were saying that he stopped following her on Instagram and he stopped following her on his social media. Number one, and that's all he did. What was he supposed to do? I mean, come on, he got let go. Well, he either got let go or he quit or whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is there was some type of rip between the two of them. So what was he supposed to do? He was supposed to keep on following her. Now, as far as him talking, people keep on, low-key putting the questions out there. What happened between you and Wendy? People keep on making all these assumptions and everything. So what do y'all expect?
But what has he really said?
He hasn't said anything.
And even that comment when they say, "Oh, now you calling the workers victims," that's not what he said.
No.
He said, "I feel sorry for the workers and the victims."
Yes.
Meaning the workers are victims.
And he's not bitter, because trust me, let me tell you something.
The victims are the other people that are just in her life that are being taken advantage of and being mistreated because of the drugs.
Right.
So that's why when people be reading, I'm like, did y'all not go through reading comprehension? It does not say the workers are victims. It says, "I feel sorry for the workers and the victims."
Right.
Meaning that the workers are going through it because, they not agree with him. Who's really going to... Child, it's Wendy Williams' show. So who's really going to tell her, "Girl, you a hot mess"? I mean, I ain't no lie. If I was cool with the person, I would say, "Bitch, you a mess. And you need to pull it together because people are going to be talking about you, girl, and whatever. If we had that kind of relationship. But if I was just an intern, I'm not going to go to Wendy Williams and say, "Bitch, are you hot? You need to pull it together." Girl. I look really cute too.
And let's be clear about this too. Wendy Williams wasn't his bread and butter. He's been Nicki Minaj's DJ for years, from the beginning.
And what's her face?
What's her name?
I can't think of her name. Meg.
Yeah, Meg. Yeah, he's been Nicki Minaj and Meg Thee Stallion. And then you got to understand, there's have always been a big conflict there with Nicki Minaj and Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams was always talking grimy about Nicki, and y'all know how petty Nicki can be. Y'all know how petty she can be. You know what I'm saying? So Booth has always had to, remain neutral, and I think he did a good job with remaining neutral on the Nicki Minaj issue with Wendy. But Wendy has always talked grimy about what she didn't used to. But for some reason, I don't know what happened between her and Nicki, but she just started talking grimy about Nicki one day. But Wendy has a tendency to do stuff like that. She has just like she did with Black China. She did the same thing with Nene Leakes. She's always, the one thing about her is she can never, ever keep friends. So yeah. Like I always tell y'all, you get what you give. What you put out there is what you're going to get back. You get what you give.
It's 21 y'all in here and only 16 likes. Go hit that thumbs up button, please.
Yeah, you get what you give. So, let me just say this. Trust me, I ain't praying for Wendy. I ain't sending up no special prayers for her, nothing like that. Because, and believe me, I'm very disappointed in Wendy Williams. Not just because of whatever's going on with her. I'm very disappointed at what she did I know what you did last summer, girl. That little statement that you made last summer.
We made a video about it.
Yeah, we made a video about it. But, about the LGBTQ and talking about gay people. And then she gonna get on and with that whack ass apology. Once you see, I'm old school. I don't like what don't like me. That's how I am. And once you reveal your true colors to me, trust me when I tell you, I turn the page and I start coloring a new picture. And I don't have time for her. I don't have time for her. And I was a devout Wendy watcher. I mean, I've been to her shows several times. She would never have to worry about me stepping foot in her studio ever again. Ever again.
Ever again.
And if I should ever see her again, she'll ever have to worry about me speaking to her. You know, I don't like what don't like me. You know.
I mean, I enjoyed going because that was my first time going.
Yeah, well, that was before she was talking grimy about gay people.
Right, it was our first time, and we got there right in time, child. Because like right after us, maybe two people behind us, they wouldn't let nobody else in. We got there like, oh, right.
I mean, I can't say I didn't have a good time. She even gave me she calls me Cat Daddy. But she won't call me Cat Daddy no more. Cause I'll be like, don't call me that. And like that day,
she didn't seem
out of sorts. No, she didn't seem out of sorts. Yes, she did. Because she did not want to come near me because I had a beard. Wendy don't like men with beards.
No, but I'm saying she didn't seem out of sorts. I mean, people's little hang-ups is people's little hang-ups.
Which way seem out of sorts?
Like, she seemed normal.
Yeah, she was normal back then. That was last year. We talking about now.
That was the year before last.
Yeah, really? Actually, yeah, basically a year before last. But she a hotghettomess.com right now.
So when y'all see a rerun and she got on a green dress and a short blonde wig, look for me and Tramell in the audience. You can't miss him with the damn crown on his head. Mm-hmm. They was telling him happy birthday all day.
I was casket sharp that day too.
And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. They telling me happy birthday. Happy birthday!
Yeah, because when you come to her show, if you wear a crown, that's why she was saying happy birthday, because one of the things was when you come to her show, all birthday people wear crowns. So she thought it was my birthday. I was like, it's not my birthday. I am His Majesty. Whoops. But I ain't saying no special prayers up about her. But you know, you know what I really hope she does, because the network is really getting frustrated with her. I really think that she needs to bow out gracefully and end her show on a good note, like she always tell everybody else. She needs to bow, because this is it's obvious she can't have a personal life and keep it together. And keep this show together. You know, these bouts that she's having are just becoming just people are tired of it. They're tired of it. I think she needs to end her show on a good note, and she needs to she needs to retire. And you know, to be honest with you, in the grand scheme of things, I ain't gonna take nothing away from her. She deserves to retire. She really does.
She's done her thing.
She's done her thing. She's a pop icon. You know, she's a pop icon. Well, whatever. She's a part of pop culture. You know,
I think she made her mark, and I think
she made her mark. Yeah.
If she bows out gracefully, then she'll go out gracefully. But if she
continues with this,
then she's going to go out with a bang on.
If she continues with these
shenanigans, plenty of celebrities waiting for that downfall or meltdown on TV.
Yeah, everybody. I know Nene Leakes is in her house.
50 Cent ain't going to give two shits if she break down on TV.
Yes, I know Nene Leakes is in her house saying, "Yeah, bitch." Mm-hmm. You tried it, this thing. You tried it on Watch What Happens. Watch what happened to Wendy. Moving on to the next thing. We're gonna talk about Jaguar Wright now. For those of you that don't know who Jaguar Wright is, Jaguar Wright is she's a part of hip hop culture. She actually played a part in hip hop culture. She was for a long time a writer, a singer, a background singer. She did a lot of background singing on a lot of records that y'all probably know.
That song So Contagious?
Mm-hmm. And she also sung background for people like Faith Evans, Mary J Blige. The list goes on. She has a long list, and she has a catalog too. Now, Jaguar Wright has been in the vlogs, in the YouTube street. She has her own YouTube channel as well. And she's been talking, she's been spilling the beans, honey. Now, the one thing about these celebrities today, you celebrities that was doing all y'all little hot mess stuff back in the day, your stuff is coming out. Your shit is coming out. You know, because these background singers, these keyboardists, these people that worked behind the scenes, us key grips and us, you know, backup singers that worked in the industry, that y'all did all this stuff behind the scenes at these industry parties and things of that nature. People are starting to spill the beans. Now, I myself, I know a lot. There's a lot of hot tea that I can spill on a lot of celebrities, but that's not my stilo. I don't get down like that. I'm OG. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down like that. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all stories about this one and they little deep dark secrets and so on and so forth. I'm just not gonna do that. But a lot of you celebrities, y'all stuff is coming out now. Jaguar Wright has been in the blogs from talking about Mary J Blige, and we're gonna cover that in a few minutes. But recently, she talked about Alicia Keys being lesbian, and you know, her marriage was just a cover up. Which everybody knew Tevin Campbell was.
Well, no, that wasn't that he was gay, because everybody knew that.
Yeah,
but he's suing her because
yeah,
he said what she said is a lie.
Well, I don't believe what she said about him is true either. And then a lot of stuff that Jaguar Wright. See, Jaguar Wright is one of those characters, she's one of those characters that can sit there and talk about the old days, and some of it is true, but most of it is a lie. You know, this is one of the things I don't understand about her. I was watching an interview on her that she did with Tasha K, and she said she was raped 12 times before she was 20 years old. Now, this is what I don't understand. She was raped by a family member. Now, you know, and I'm not one to shame somebody, but I'm like, girl, where was your parents at? You was raped at 12 years old.
But no, some people don't say molested. I'm sure it was a molestation thing with uncle or brother.
Well, no, she used the word rape.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But some people, they don't refer to what happened to them as being molested.
She used the word rape. She said she was gang raped twice.
But the same person?
No, she said she was gang raped by her boyfriend at 12. And then later on in life, I think she said she was like 21 years old, she was gang raped again. And she said she was raped a couple of more times after that.
I mean, it happens.
I mean, it does happen.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. I mean, listen, coming from a place of somebody, you talking to somebody that was molested as a child, you know. Throughout from age 7 all the way up to age 17.
And sometimes people don't just say I was molested. They'll say,
so because in their mind they can't
keep account of how many times that person touched them.
Right.
So
I'm not trying to shame nobody because I know my story. You know what I'm saying? I know my story. So, you know, for me to say no, I don't believe her. No,
I'm just saying that like, it sounds...
I'm like, wow. You know, you just when you think your story is bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm thinking,
out
like,
there
people will think it and be like, it sounds far-fetched. Oh, girl, 12 times. Like, come on, girl. But no, because when it's happening to you, you know, sometimes people keep account in their head of, it happened this time, it happened this time, they keep account just because it's so traumatic to them. And it's just, it sounds astronomical to you, but in reality, to them, it was what it was, and they kept counting in their head of how many times this person touched them. It's just, it's not about shaming, because trust me, I've been down that road myself.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of us gay men have endured being molested or being raped or what have you, and so.
And let me put a public service announcement out to you people right now. Because see, y'all always worry about your daughters and sending your daughters off with a man. A lot of times, that's how your sons get touched. Because you ain't worried about this man touching your son. And meanwhile, you ain't letting your daughter go with him, but you're letting your son go, and your son is who he fucking with.
You better talk
he
about
had
it.
no intention on fucking with your daughter.
Right.
He had every intention on fucking with your son.
Yeah, right.
And like when I told my mother she knew about the main molestation, but when I told her about some of the other men that would just get me to touch them when I was younger, she was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." But she didn't know because in her mind, no, she wouldn't leave my sister with them. But leaving me with them was safe because I was a boy. But little did she know that she shouldn't have left neither one of us with them. Probably if she'd have left my sister, she'd have been safe. It was me they was after. And a lot of people don't pay that attention. A lot of people don't because they figure, well, it's a man and he's going to take my son and do things with him, and his father's not here, so let me send him. And then that's when you start getting stories later on in life, because all little boys ain't going to tell. They not. Because it's no different. It's the same trauma as it is with a girl. And a lot of little girls don't tell. So I tell my female friends all the time, I say, bitch, let me tell you something. Before you send your little son in that bathroom, you might want to take him in the woman's bathroom because you don't know what goes on in the men's bathroom in the back stall. I said, if you send him in there, tell him to use that first urinal right there at the door, bitch, so that when that door swing open, you can see what's going on. Now, granted, I ain't never seen a man touch a little boy in a bathroom, but I know what men do each other in the bathroom at these little rest stops in Target and Sears and motherfucking Walmart bathrooms.
And if y'all don't think it goes on, just check out some
Send your boyfriend in there and send him to the back store.
Yes, let me tell you
and he
something.
can tell you that we ain't lying. You just gotta find the hot one.
Go on Adam for Adam, BGC Live, gay.com, and they all meet in Home Depot bathroom.
I can give you a website.
Wild Wings bathroom.
I can give you a website where you can put anywhere in, any state in, and it'll tell you the hottest bathrooms to go to on the college campus, in Home Depot, Target, and every place else. So that's just a public service announcement for you women with sons.
It was a guy in Outback when I was living in Virginia. This guy in Outback, he was a waiter. He used to advertise on Adam for Adam. Just come to my job.
I had a man outright
and meet me in the bathroom.
I had a man outright just I was peeing, minding my business. He goes, "Did that hurt?" I was a little shocked at first because it's not like you could really see my piercing. I'm like, huh? He was like, "Did that hurt?" I'm like, "Well, damn, you looking real hard to see it. I'm checking you out." "Really?" "Okay.
Yeah.
No, it didn't hurt, and I'm out. Bye." I don't have time for that.
Yeah, and listen, parents, this is for parents, both men and women. It's no such thing as asking your kids too many questions, and there's no questions that's off limits, especially with your boys.
Right, man.
It's no such thing. If you need to check your child's genitals when they get home, if you need to ask them, did somebody touch you here, touch you there, touch you here, touch you there? Where did they touch you every day that they come home? I had a friend, my friend Larry, he did.
But see, I think people
you gotta ask your kids these
questions.
But
I think people do that with girls, but they don't think that boys are a target as well. And it's that boys
I think men are targeted. Boys are targeted
just as much as girls. Yeah. But in their minds, it's the daughters they watch because, truthfully, in your mind, that's they after my daughter. I don't want my daughter to get touched. I don't want, but it's your sons that you need to worry about too.
Yeah.
And you need to teach them. If a man touch you here or tell you to touch him there, you need to bring your ass home and tell me immediately. Run for your life and tell me. I don't give a fuck what he tell you about how he gonna kill us and take the whole family out. Come home and tell me, and I ain't playing with your ass. That's what you gotta do. Because a lot of times, and like somebody said in the comments, little boys are probably more ashamed than girls to actually tell.
If Velvet, your child ain't got no business, nobody ain't got no business hugging these days. Nobody. And kids don't even hug your mom and daddy unless you put some hand sanitizer on first. Okay,
don't be waking up in the morning and letting them kiss them.
Child, please. Yes, make sure you got some hand sanitizer. But wait, mommy.
Put this on your lips.
Get some hand sanitizer. Yeah, you have to listen. life is not as innocent as it used to be when we came up. I mean, when we came
and
up,
shit, it was innocent when we came up, and we still got
yeah, and we still
so,
got yeah.
You know, nowadays it's worse.
Yeah, that shoot. Now you can't. Now you can't even send your child outside to play. Back in our day, our parents used to say, "Go outside and don't let the street lights catch you."
9 times out of 10, kids don't even want to go outside. They just want to sit with a tablet or on a computer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because when I was staying with my sister for those, how long did I stay with my sister? Like 2 years, 3 years? 2 years, I think. And at first, when I got there, my niece would go outside and play with her little friends. But then, as time went on, all they wanted to do was sit in the house on their phone. And then they would come over for play dates, and they all be on their phone. And I'm like...
Yeah, but I mean, it's safer. The parents, I think for parents, it's much safer for them to have their child in the house with them. I mean, I know, like, I know there are a lot of parents that be like, "Child, I wish my child would just go outside, child, and just get out of my face."
Like the other day, like yesterday, when I went live, and because you know BIGO don't keep the lives, but when I went live, I was like, "What are these two little boys?" I was like, "What are these two little boys in the back riding it? Do you ever see kids back there?" They was riding their little bicycles in the back, and I'm like, somebody's gonna hit them because you don't never see kids. They're just gonna zoom past and hit them. And I was like, you don't never see kids in the street playing. I mean, once in a blue moon, when you drive past, you'll see little boys playing basketball. Them little boys on the end of the corner right there. But past, because you can't play basketball in the house. Or football in the house. Yeah,
so in our neighborhood, the kids, you see them in the driveway, or some parents put their kids in the goddamn garage.
Or in the summertime, you hear them in the pool. The people that got pools around us, you hear them in the pool. But that's it. And I don't blame the parents, but at the same time, I think the kids are missing out on an experience to get out in the world. And like today, when I was on somebody's BIGO Live, and somebody asked her, why did she start BIGO? Her response was because she was bored and lonely, and she'd rather meet people online than going out meeting people. And I think a lot of people do that now. A lot of people are more comfortable sitting at home meeting. And I was one of them. I'm not going to lie. I did have my urges to go out and have a drink and dance. But then most of the time, it was easier for me to just sit home. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Antoine, I'm going to call you today.
What's good? It's easier to do that. And I think the internet, social media, these apps are making it easy for people to stay in the house. That's why when all this social distancing started, I'm like, I don't know what y'all mad for. Clubs have closed, bars have closed, restaurants have closed, because y'all sit in the motherfucking house all day. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all don't do none of the things that we used to do back in the day. Y'all just want to sit in the house, Netflix, and chill. Order a pizza, order some Chinese food, whatever the case may be.
Smack and tickle.
Get a little smack and tickle and go about your business.
Yeah, or be like Wendy, play with your party box.
I don't understand why a lot of people had an issue with staying in the house, because most people do it anyway. The only issue I could see is that, you can't just have people come over your house no more because you don't know who got the damn coronavirus.
I love staying in the house, to be honest with you.
But at the same token, it's like, and even with us, like both of us, neither one of us have a problem with staying in the house. But at the same time, both of us get to the urge sometimes where we like, let's just go drive.
I know he want to bust me upside my head. Sometimes I want to bust him upside his head because we've been in the house for a whole year.
Basically, March will be a whole year.
Yeah, it'll be a whole year. So
and it's like, I don't know. People are more comfortable hiding, because that's what I'm saying. You're hiding, and people that are not confident can hide behind a phone or hide behind a tablet and pretend to be whoever they want to be. And,
I feel like a puppy dog sometimes when I go outside. I be wanting to hang out the window with my tongue out like a dog. Like, I do. I swear to God, I do, because, we in the house. But I really don't
mind.
Chanel
don't even go out of the house. We will be in the house for like a day or 2 days, all day, and never step foot out of the house. It's very rare. But if we do that, it's because, believe me, the day before we went and got 2 packs of cigarettes. And that's the only reason why we would even leave the house, basically. But now
it saves on laundry. We wash the same clothes. We've been washing the same clothes for the whole year. Yeah, and for those of you that didn't know Joseph and I post coronavirus when we was living in Jersey, oh child, me and Joseph used to get done every day. Done, honey. Done. Got 10,000 pairs of sneakers. We got shit. Y'all, if y'all came to our house and seen all these darn clothes,
thank God my feet don't grow no more.
That we don't wear, that we ain't wore.
This closet over here got a whole closet full of clothes that ain't been open since March.
And then we got a whole nother room, whole room with just nothing but clothes. You know, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, Jaguar Wright has been talking a lot in the streets. So let's get back to her. She's been talking a lot in the streets about a lot of celebs. She claims that she has a $500,000 bounty on her head, and her husband are moving from place to place. As a result of it, she claims that Clive Davis, the famous record producer, record mogul Clive Davis, has a $500,000 hit out on her because of some of the things that she knows. She claims to know what really happened to Whitney Houston. And let me just say, you know, there was another vlogger that made such a great point about some people like Jaguar Wright. There's not just Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright is not the only one that has been spilling tea on these celebrities. There's been people throughout the years that have been spilling tea on celebrities left and right. I.e., give you an example. You know, and some strange things have happened. You know, everybody wants to. And this is what one of the somebody. A content creator was saying yesterday. She said, why is it when, you know, these people speak out against these celebrities and tell they tea or tell they little dirt, we always chalk it up to, oh, it's a conspiracy or it's not true, you know? For instance, R. Kelly. Ain't nobody want to believe R. Kelly. Well, if we did believe that he was doing it, we paid it no mind. Then you got to look at the fact that Clive Davis and P. Diddy allegedly are under investigation right now because it's been alleged that Kim Porter was going to write a tell-all book about Puffy, about Bad Boy, and she mysteriously died. And y'all don't know, low-key behind the scenes, it's alleged that her family don't want to accept the answer that was given to them, that Kim Porter just died. I mean, it's don't you find that mysterious? Don't you find that like odd? You know, there's a lot of things that have happened in to celebrities, and they've just turned up dead. Whitney Houston, it's alleged that Whitney Houston was going to write a tell-all book about Clive Davis, and Clive was upset that she was going to quit the industry. She wanted to quit. She really didn't want to come back, but he kind of talked her into coming back to music. You know, Whitney Houston, she knew her time had passed. Her voice, she had lost her voice. You know, she had lost that factor about her voice, and she wanted to retire. She didn't want to sing anymore, and she was supposedly going to write a tell-all book, and then they ended up finding her in a bathtub. You know, there's a lot of weird things that happen. For those of you that don't know about what happened with Tupac and Biggie, a majority of the people that were connected to Pac's death were found dead. It's a lot of different weird and strange things that have happened in the industry. to these people. Now, can I say that I
Thank you,
100%
Ronnie.
believe Jaguar is telling the truth that there's a $500,000 bounty on her head? My thing is, girl, what else do you know? Because she done told a whole lot thus far. Now, the last thing that she done told is about Mary J. Blige. Let's get into that.
But
now, when I heard this...
Before you do that, it's going to all still tie into what you're saying.
Okay.
Do you ever stop to think of why at specific times people decide, oh, I'm going to tell everything? Like, you could have did this 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. You decide to do it now.
But not necessarily, Joseph, because...
No, what I'm saying is, you ever think of what motivates them to all of a sudden now want to tell everything? When you had all this extra time to do it, but now all of a sudden the time is right to tell it all. It just don't sit right with me.
Well, the reason why it sits right with me is because...
I'm not saying that what they say ain't true, because I agree with that. Like, what makes just because they're celebrities means it's not true? No. Hell, if somebody comes on and starts talking about a regular person,
I missed that. Could
you'll believe them.
No, but people do look at them like they low-key crazy when they
Right.
tell
Like,
these things.
But it's like you look at, for example, somebody like Cisco. Hair the same color as mine. You watched him. No, I'm just saying, but you watch him on TV and you'll sit and swear to God he's straight. But then you'll see me walking down the street like this and insist that I'm gay.
I seem to be having trouble
What's
here.
the difference? We both got blonde hair. What's the difference in me having blonde hair and him having blonde hair because he's a celebrity? So that makes him straight because maybe you want to sleep with him? That's the part that gets me with people and celebrities. That nothing about celebrities can be true to them. But when it comes to the average person, everything you say about them is true. Everything you say about the average person has to be true. It's true. I know it for a fact, and it's true. But when it comes to a celebrity, oh, that's not true. She would never do that. Oh, no, she would never do that. Why? How you know? You sitting in the house with her? You rock with her like that?
Well, you know, that stigma that has always followed us that we can't have kids. Like you would say that such and such is gay. And they'd be like, no, he ain't. He married. He got kids. That type of thing, you know?
Right.
And you know, that's something that I get what you're saying about why tell now. But at the same time, when people do come out and say something that's happened just recently or just that happened to them, people low-key look at them like they got 10 heads. Like, you can't be telling the truth. No. That's like, am I shocked? I mean, was you shocked when Jaguar Wright came out and said Alicia Keys was gay? I was like, but some people be like, oh my God, no, not Alicia Keys. Listen.
She married and got a son.
This girl. Well, see what y'all don't understand. We have this thing that y'all know as gaydar. Y'all, that's what y'all call it. We got gaydar. So let me tell you something. I can smell a queen. Child, I can smell a queen around the corner. It's one in the neighborhood right now. Can't you smell them, Joseph?
It's two.
It's two of them. I can smell a queen, honey. I know a queen. See, we got that Jamie. See, y'all ever heard the bionic man? You know, he had a bionic eye. Child, I can be walking in the supermarket, honey, and just a man just look at me a certain way. I know. I'll be like, yeah, sitting up there saying something. You know what I'm saying? But she now this recent tea that she done spilled about Mary J. Blige is that Mary J. Blige is gay. Well, according to the vlogs, according to the Shade Room, according to several other content creators, allegedly, Mary J. Blige has come out the closet and has said that she is LGBTQ. How true this is, I don't know. I don't have any receipts. I don't think there's a receipt to have as far as that's concerned, unless I hear from Mary J. Blige's mouth. I'm not going to believe it. Now, will I be shocked by it? No, I'm not shocked by it. I'm not. I'm just. Would you be shocked if you heard that Mary J Blige was gay? I wouldn't. Nothing shocks
anybody
me.
does shocks me.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Because at the end of the day, I know what I do.
But the Jaguar Wright said the reason why she said this, the reason why she's putting this stuff out is because in this day and age, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
See, but
but at the same time, you have a right to tell your own truth. That gets me
mad because, bitch, who the fuck are you to put somebody's business in the motherfucking street?
You have the right to tell your own truth.
That's the part that gets. I don't give a fuck.
Ain't nobody gonna tell my story. Ain't nobody gonna tell my truth.
It came out that she was the man and before she became Mary J Blige.
Right.
Like, who gives a fuck? It's her business.
Right.
And it's not your. And see, that's the part about people that pisses me the fuck off. People who know something and feel, well, it needed to be told. Why, bitch? Why did it need to be told? Because it's none of your fucking business. Even if you know a wife is cheating on her husband or a husband is cheating on her wife or his wife, it's none of your fucking business to tell it.
Yeah, it's not.
Because at the end of the day, the only person they're going to hate behind it is you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be mad at him. They're not going to be mad at her. They're going to be mad at you because it was none of your fucking business. And that's the part. It don't cost shit to mind your business. But a lot of y'all think that you're going to get paid something or somebody going to look at you in a different way or you going to be the hero of the motherfucking day because you, first of all, ain't nobody ever going to tell you nothing because ain't nobody ever going to trust your ass to tell you shit. You going to be the one, oh no, honey, here she come, be quiet cuz you already know she going to tell it. Or you going to be the dumb bitch that everybody tells stuff to because they know you going to tell it and they want to tell it, but they ain't stupid enough to tell it. So they going to tell you so that your dumb ass go and open your mouth. See, y'all don't think about it that way. When you always sitting there going, oh, you know, people always call me and tell me things, that's because you got a big mouth, bitch, and they know you going to put it in the street. Right. And at the end of the day, they ain't got nothing to worry about because they ain't the one telling it. Right. You the dumbass telling it. Right. And they set you up to tell it. It's a setup.
It's a setup.
I just be sitting in the house, and you know, people just call me. People do that to me. I used back in the child, I'd be minding my business in the house, and people get on the phone and call me, and I'd be like, but it would be innocent because they didn't even know that I knew the person. And they would start telling me people business, and I'm sitting there like, in my head going, child, I know exactly who you're talking about, but I didn't say shit.
Right.
Not a motherfucking thing.
Right.
I let them tell me something.
Ziploc on these
lips.
It
was the first time I was hearing it. Or like, they were like, you know, so I was like, no, I don't know who that is. Or another friend will come and tell me the same story, but this time from the perspective of the other person. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, I knew that's who they was talking about. But I'm not telling it. Tell it for what? It's none of my business. Right. Two people just decided to tell me a story. Now, they both think they telling me something about people I don't know. Now, just because I know it, don't mean I got to go back and tell it. I learned my lesson with that. You can tell somebody that's a friend of yours something and be like, bitch, don't tell. But this is what I heard about you. And what's the first thing they do? You know what? Joseph told me what you said about such and such and such. And then you sitting there like, well, bitch, didn't I tell you not to say that? I told you not to tell, and I only told you because you my friend. And we cool like that.
I don't even work like that.
Learn my lesson, honey. I will sit and know some shit on bitches that I say are my friends, and I won't say shit. I won't say shit, and they'll never know that I knew. Because even when it come out and it's exposed, I sit there like, oh, bitch, you did that? Meanwhile, I done got the whole story. And I'm sitting there like, you did that? Because I'm not playing games with people. Yeah. I'm not.
You ain't give me
y'all need to learn to sometimes shut the fuck up and mind your fucking business.
And I ain't
if it
telling
ain't
you
your
shit.
business, keep it that way.
I ain't telling you shit. Because if I tell you something, you go back and tell somebody, I'm going to go find something. That's what I'm going to do. If I tell you goddamn it's something, maybe I told you not to goddamn tell, I'm going to go and find motherfucking something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find something. And it might not be it might not be the hammer.
Right, Randy. People need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, some people need to just shut the F up. Like Lil' Kim said, that's that song she made, shut the fuck up.
No, because it's like,
yeah,
I did it for their best interest, bitch. No, you didn't do it for their best interest. You did it to be a messy bitch.
Who that
you
sound
did
like?
It to cause problems.
Who that sound like?
Who? Lamita?
Who? Your sister.
Oh, yeah, she good for that. You tell me you don't want to tell me nothing. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell. And you know I'm not going to tell because I don't never tell nobody. Yeah, I might get mad at the situation and go off talking to you, but I'm never going to pick up a phone and tell somebody, oh, so-and-so said such and such. Let me reverse that. I'm calling them right now. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just swore you to secrecy. And you just swore me to secrecy, and I ain't said a word, and this is why I don't want to tell you, because you get upset. No, but I gotta tell. I'm different. Yeah. I gotta tell. No, you're not gonna tell. Because I'll get on the phone and tell what you told me.
Right.
Oh, that's how you want to threaten me? Yes. That's exactly how I'm gonna threaten you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't stand people that I did it for their own good. Somebody had to know.
Yeah,
because they were making a mistake. How do you know they were making a mistake? You future saw what was going to happen if you didn't tell?
Sometimes some people need to be popped. Right in their
throat. Like it was somebody that told me.
In the back of your throat and make your teeth click.
It was somebody that told me something, right? And they told me something, and they asked me, they said, should I tell a person? I was like, no, mind your business. But that's my friend, and I need to tell them. And I said, no, because that's not fact. That's your opinion. And they don't need to know your opinion. Who's paying you for your opinion? Well, no, because, things didn't work out. So they were like, they called me back and they're like, Joe, it didn't work out. It didn't happen like that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, see, you didn't even have to say nothing. Yes, I did. Because they was like, they wish somebody would have told them. And if I had opened my mouth and I didn't listen to you, I said, if you would have opened your mouth and didn't listen to me, guess what? People can sit and say all goddamn day, oh, I wish somebody would have told me. And when you did, they would have been good and pissed at your ass, and you would have been the bad person. Don't believe people. People don't want the truth. People don't never want the truth. They sit and say, oh, I want the truth. I want the truth. They don't want the truth. Because when you tell them the truth, you become the bad guy. Not the person you told them the truth on. Because that person is still, they no heart with them. They still in love with them. You become the bad person. You become the one that was the problem.
Yeah.
You become the one
that
got the target on your back now because they just waiting to throw a knife in your back when your little happiness comes. Because how dare you say that to me? Right. Even though you saved them from, a heartache, heartbreak, or whatever. Me, I don't say shit. I let things play out. You can get mad at me if you want to. I don't care. I'll tell you after the fact what I thought. And why I thought what I thought. And pull out scenarios of why you should have known better. But I'm not telling you in the middle of your happiness. Because I'm not going to be the one you mad at. That's just me. I'm not going to do it.
Ronnie B., do I believe she's telling truths? I believe that it's possible that she
I believe a lot of what she's saying is true.
I believe a lot of what she's saying is true. She's, a lot of people, she's shaking up a whole lot. She's shaking up a whole lot. The one thing I know, and I can't say, Jaguar Wright was there. She was there. I mean, you talking to somebody that, like I said, I worked in the music industry for over 30 years. I mean, I was there. I know a lot of stuff, but I'm not Jaguar Wright. I got a Ziploc on these lips. That's like, ooh, Jamel, shut your mouth. See, I'm just, that's just not me. I'm not gonna sit back and tell y'all. No. I just think people have a right to their privacy. Listen, you ain't gonna hear it from me. Y'all ain't gonna hear it from me. You ain't gonna hear it. If you hear a story about a celebrity that I know, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear a good story about the good ones that I've encountered. You ain't gonna hear nothing about the bad ones I encounter, because I just don't rock like that. I come from a different school. Your mind is your business, and that's the way it was.
I believe a lot of what she's saying is true.
I do too.
I'm sure she's in. You know what? Probably everything she's saying is true.
Yeah.
But the problem is, one, people ain't believing it because of celebrities, like we said.
Right.
And two, I think some of it is probably embellished.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, when I say embellished, yes, Tremel walked across the street to get to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say Tremel walked across the street and he got across.
No, but you know,
versus Tremel went across the street. An alien spaceship came and sucked him up.
Mm-hmm.
And the next thing I know, 20 minutes later, boom, he was on the other side of the street and he was talking some kind of gibberish.
Right.
None of us knew. We gave him paper to write it down and he was writing an alien. Now, which one sounds more exciting to you?
Right. And if you asking yourself, should you believe it or not, what you have to understand about the entertainment industry, period, is, and Tokyo Tony hit on this last night on Armand Wiggins' show. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Is y'all don't know the celebrity world is like none. It's not like our world. It's not like us regular, like Cardi B, us regular schmegular people. It's not. It's not. It's a whole different institution. Just like the institution of marriage is not like being in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a totally different world. You know, they're privy to things that we are not privy to. They're privy to privileges that we're not. They get privileges that we don't get. Y'all know that, and y'all don't even know to what extent the privileges they get. You understand what I'm saying? Why you think Bill Cosby got away with what he got away with all these years? You understand what I'm saying?
See what's going on
because their world is totally different. They are not, listen, y'all, if you get mad, get glad, scratch your ass, get in your feelings if you want to. Yes, they think they better than us because they are better than us. They are treated better than us. In that sense. And now, as far as being a human being, no, they got red blood just like we do. They got arms and legs and so, but they are privy to things that y'all just cannot imagine. Same thing, y'all hear all these conspiracy things, and you know what happens in Washington and D.C. You know that, Joseph. D.C. is its own little country. D.C. ain't even a part of the United States. You know what I'm saying? It's its own little country, just like Italy. You know what I'm saying? It's its own little country. So, you know, up on the Capitol Hill, they privy to a whole lot of things. You ever watch Scandal? You don't think that shit happened? You don't think that happened? It does. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different level of just doing what have you, honey, and shenanigans and shady goings-ons. It is. It's different. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than money. I told y'all that I'll never forget what that lady said when I watched the Titanic. She said, "Are we going to be seated according to class? Are we going to get on the boats according to class?" And that's exactly what happened. That's why all those people died on the Titanic, because people got seated according to class. It is. It's according to class. Why y'all think we ain't nothing but a number? Why y'all think if you black, your number is an even number
on your social security
number? Because they have to identify you by certain things. Child, you gotta know. You gotta know that there's somebody out there that's better than you, that's treated better than you. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we don't know our plight alone, the plight of the black man.
We talk about white privilege, honey. There's celebrity privilege too.
It's like this one lady said. She said, "Now I ain't saying all white boys are serial killers, but all serial killers were they white boys." Okay, all the major ones.
Well, now I have to tell you.
Well, no, I'm not. No, that's something that was.
No. But I have to tell you, when I left you and I moved to Maryland, that's when they had the sniper out that was just shooting people and they could never find them. I'm like,
right.
I picked now to want to live here.
Right.
So and it was right in the area where I live. Like that was a scary part because it was in the area where I lived, so it was like scary. And like,
you had just moved
down there. And nobody ever knew where the gunshots were coming from. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if y'all remember this story.
And he left my ass. He could have been sniped out by the sniper.
And it was right where I moved. It was right where I moved in Maryland that they were sniping. So when they finally messed up and somebody caught how they were shooting people and getting away with it, and they caught them, everybody was shocked that it was black men. Because they were looking for white men. They kept saying, you know, probably middle-aged white man, and it was a middle-aged and a young black man. So everybody, I was glad they caught him finally, because this went on for months at a time. And I don't know how they would just randomly decide to shoot somebody. And, you know, I can't lie, the way they did it was, child, if they didn't fuck up the last time, they'd probably still be out there doing it. Because honestly, the way they was doing it was amazing. And I said, oh, well, that's why nobody ever sees the bullets. And that's why nobody ever knows where the damn bullets come from.
Yeah, he was shooting out the back of the trunk.
No, they was, but they used the license plate thing and just pushed it up and pushed the gun and was shooting from there. And I'm like, well, that's why, because once you pull it, you could just sit in the damn car and run with everybody else. Like, oh my God, they're shooting. And nobody would ever know.
Oh, they got caught because they were stupid.
I forgot what they did. I think somebody saw.
They tried to get money using it and they wanted to put it on a debit card.
Yeah.
And then the dumbasses fell asleep in the parking lot with the damn gun and everything in the trunk. That's how they got caught.
I ran away from you to almost get killed.
Ashley said her social security number is an even number. If you're
mine is too. If you're black, your middle number got an even number in it.
Yeah. If you're black or if you're of a certain nationality, certain nationality as well, you know.
But most black people, the middle numbers are even numbers.
Yeah, even numbers. Yeah.
That's how they know you black.
Yeah, that's how they know you black. They know you black when you're on the phone. All you got.
They know you black before. Once you just put in your social security number, they're like, "Oh, it's black person."
They can tell what state you was born in. They can tell what your nationality is, what color you are, and the whole nine. Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's how that's just the way it is. Now, if you want to talk about Illuminati, hell yeah, there is a celebrity Illuminati because them people. They live by a totally different standard than we do.
You was down there. You lived down there, and that's when I had moved down there. Because they would always get you at the gas station. Everybody was pumping gas and trying to hurry up. You're like, hurry up, damn it. This pump taking too long. Because you pumping gas, looking over your shoulder. Because they would always get you pumping gas. Yes, that's how they would always get everybody pumping gas. Mm-hmm. Once you start pumping gas, because I remember they said, pump your gas and get back in the car.
Yeah.
Child, I used to, because I was mad, because, you know, up here, well, not even up here, but in New York City and New Jersey, it's illegal to pump your own gas.
Yeah, you can't pump
so the gas attendant have to pump it. So when I moved down there, I'm like, are you serious? I got to pump my own gas? For real? So, and that's, yes, you reminded me, because that's how they was getting everybody pumping gas. Mm-hmm. So I would put my gas, push that little thing down, and get back in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, did I cover all the celebrity news I wanted to cover?
Yes.
Something else I wanted to cover. But again, y'all, I'm not surprised by anything, especially when it comes to the music industry. I'm just not surprised. I'm not, because I was in that world, and even me being in that world, I was only at a certain level.
And I can tell y'all this: if you think the music world is a mess, child, we won't even go into acting.
Right.
That's 10 times worse than music.
Yeah, I mean, all of it. Like, even as a musician, we fall into a different class when it comes to working in the music industry. We fall into a different class, you know, musicians, the sound and stage guys, they call them the help, some of them, you know, the writers, writers, y'all don't even really understand. Writers are at the top of the totem pole. Writers, in terms of the music industry, are at the top of the totem pole, even before the artist is, you know. But that's just the way life is. That's just the way it is, y'all. We live in a totally different day and age. But the one thing that I can say is that um, a lot of truths are coming out today. A lot of truths are coming out today. A lot of them. So don't be too surprised by what you hear. Don't and um, I mean, I'm not saying you should be quick to believe it because I'm not quick to believe any of the stuff that we spoke about today. I'm not quick to believe it. I'm just saying I'm not shocked by it. If it's true, if it is true, I'm not shocked by it. But either way, it don't change nothing about my life. It really don't. I really don't give a damn. I don't care if Mary J. Blige
Me
is
knowing
dead.
that bit of information is doing absolutely
Nothing for my
me.
life. Nothing. What is it doing? No, nothing.
The odds that any of them are going to come knock on my door and say, "Can I come have dinner with y'all?" are slim to none.
Right. So, um, but I think that's all we really had to cover today. What is going to be our inspiration for it? What's today's inspiration? And as y'all can
What's
see,
today's inspiration?
but wait a
I'm
minute,
going to tell you
before
right now.
before you start, Joseph, as y'all can see, Joseph is very much obsessed with BIGO. I'm getting ready to change his name to Joseph BIGO McRae. So y'all join us on BIGO. For those of you that don't know, we are both on BIGO.
Our IDs will be in the description.
It's a brand new platform that we both are on. And if you guys wish to join us on there, just download the BIGO app. It's a totally different platform than YouTube, although you can do we do the same thing over there. We create content, Now, if you think you're gonna get the McRae Kingz, the YouTube McRae Kingz on BIGO, oh, you ain't gonna get those. No, you ain't gonna get those. No, it's not gonna happen like that. You go get a whole nother McRae Kingz over there. Sometimes you might get one. Well, on BIGO, I'm the MKingz. That's JoJo. Hey JoJo, I have a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No.
On the road, JoJo.
JoJo McRae, because there is a few JoJos.
Hey JoJo McRae. Not JoJo Radford. If I call you that, child, you do some fighting words. But yes, we are on a new social media platform called BIGO. For those of you that wish to join us on BIGO, you can download BIGO in the App Store on your iPhone, or you can download it in the Android marketplace, right?
Yes, and shout out again to Christine and Blogs and MJ&J family and Smooth Dancing Nick, all y'all for joining me last night on my first official PK.
Tell Jay what's in.
On my first official PK. Thank y'all for that.
Gotta call Santa.
I appreciate y'all. I do. Even though y'all let me lose. I'm going to keep saying that. Even though y'all let me lose.
He is obsessed with it, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Joseph been on BIGO. That's why y'all ain't seen us. Joseph been on BIGO.
Look, if
himself to death.
Let me tell you something. If I have an audition with somebody and I pass the audition, because y'all know we had the audition. That's what happened that Friday when y'all see that little 12-minute video. We had the audition. Because in order to be, you can go on there and do whatever you want, but to unlock everything, you have to have an official audition and get picked up by an agency.
Mm-hmm.
We had our audition, we got picked up by an agency, and really we just riding out the last 2 weeks of this month. Mm-hmm. So, well, really this week. And then come the first, we really official. So we official now, but we become official. Well, we have numbers to meet and things to do to get paid.
Oh, Randy, that's not nice. Don't say somebody need to hit Jaguar in her mouth.
And I needed to learn, like one thing I don't do, I don't walk into any situation blind. Like with YouTube, Tremel figured out how to do all of this. Tremel did all of this. So all I had to do was show up. As long as I'm sitting here and I show up and I give y'all some good content and make you laugh, my job is done. Well, on BIGO, because they wanted us to do it separate. They didn't want us to do it together as a team. you know, I was like, okay, well, I can't rely on Tremel to, like, now I rely on Tremel. He'll tell you, I don't know how to set this up. I don't know how to go and stream y'all. I don't know. If I had to do this, y'all would be seeing me sit here in front of the camera with a green screen
we be
behind me,
sideways.
and that just what it would be. But with BIGO, I'm like, okay, we're not doing this together, so let me go, because he don't pick it up. So when I saw he wasn't trying to be interested in it, I said, well, one of us got to learn this real quick. So I said, let me take my time.
Well, he teaching me the ropes.
And navigate through this, because he ain't trying to navigate through it. And what I'm not going to do is, when it's time for me to make my money, not know what the hell I'm doing. So I started navigating. I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this. Okay, I could play music over here. I could do whatever I want.
And that's the one
here.
good thing, y'all. I'll be able to DJ over there. So I'll be playing my house music over there. So you guys want to hear me do my house music, y'all want to hear me DJ, that's what I'm going to be doing on BIGO. I'll be doing a lot of that on BIGO, because we don't have to worry about copyright infringement and stuff like that over on BIGO. So, you know, you guys that want to come over and check us out, come over and check us out. And guys, we will be moving on to many more platforms, you know, because as much as we love you guys on YouTube, y'all, YouTube don't pay. BIGO pays.
YouTube is buying me a box of cereal.
BIGO pays good money. YouTube don't pay nothing. Don't pay enough to get us a piece of bazooka bubblegum. Honestly, and anybody out here, or shout out to all you content creators out there that's on y'all grind. Y'all know what we talking about. It's hard grinding over here. It's not easy grinding over here. Y'all don't understand how much we get paid for doing one video.
Why you think you see the CashApp?
Why y'all think y'all see that CashApp, child? We need y'all support. We need y'all support. Because I'm telling you, if we had to depend on this money.
And why you think we always say a super chat is nice, but a CashApp
don't be sending no super chats. Because I'm telling you, we turn that shit off. Don't please don't.
They take like 30-40% of whatever y'all send. So, you know, I appreciate anything you say.
Yeah, we appreciate it, but just in the grand scheme of things, it's not a benefit. It's not a financial benefit.
You taking 40% of $1.99 is leaving me with nothing, basically. Right. So that's why we always say super chat Cash App instead of super chat, because at least with the Cash App, if you intend on giving us something, we get it. With super chat, YouTube is taking the majority of it, and we getting what's left over. Because I know the first time when we got monetized and we had all that super chat money because people were sending it, and then I'm looking like, well, how come we getting paid less than what the super chats was? That didn't make sense to me in my mind, that I had damn near $300 in super chats, but the check was like almost half of that. I'm like, that don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And plus the videos and stuff like that. So
yeah, we get 2 cents for an ad.
That's why.
No, 15. Is it 15 cents?
Let me tell y'all something. I'm
sometimes
gonna be on my grind next month on BIGO
and YouTube and every doggone thing else.
If I get this BIGO check that they keep promising me, y'all gonna see me come on YouTube and do a jig for y'all.
Yeah, but no, guys, we're not giving up on y'all enough.
Oh no, we're still gonna make videos.
You know, like we said when we
2 checks is better than 1.
Yeah, when we first started this, we had to make a decision whether or not we were going to do this for the money, or we were going to do it for the love of it. And we made a decision that we were going to do it for the love of it. But it does cost money to keep these lights on, to get cameras, for equipment. We still don't have everything that we need for the McRae Kingz studio. It costs money. It's very expensive, guys. It's very, very expensive. You got to consider we pay internet, we pay electricity bill, and then y'all being on a fixed income, it's hard for us to come out of our pockets to get like all these other little extra things that we need, you know.
And then on BIGO, you could just throw me a little bean.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just you can go BIGO.
You can get 38 beans for 99 cents and throw them all to me.
Yeah, we get paid in beans. We get paid in beans.
So you can just go in the little box and send me a little heart.
All your beans accumulate by the end of the month, and then
send me a little mace for, you know,
You can get a little shield, little VIP, little something
Now,
to serve.
now, if you throwing shields and dragons, then you will be noticed.
and if you want a little incentive, not only are the McRae Kingz on BIGO, you have celebrities on there. You have celebrities like Phaedra Parks. You have Ray J. You got all the, I mean, a bunch of
is on there.
You got a bunch of celebrities on there. So I mean, I'm not telling y'all to come on there and go to their channel and throw them beans. Hell, they don't need them. I need them goddamn beans. But you know what I'm saying? It's fun, y'all. It's fun. It's fun. We're very, very restricted over here. If you guys haven't noticed.
Melissa and Christine follow you over there?
Who?
Melissa and Christine, because I know they followed me.
No. But yeah, we're very restricted over here, believe it or not. YouTube restricts you on everything. I mean, even the cussing.
He is on BIGO, Antoine. He's actually one of the, Monte was one of the first people to watch Tremel actually DJ.
Where's my son?
He's in there. He actually, I want to say Tremel was DJing the day Monte.
There go Monte. Hey, Monte.
And Tremel's
yes.
And then Christine, and then Melissa, they popped in on my live. So yeah, we appreciate y'all.
We really do. We appreciate.
Because when I see y'all names, I low key get excited. I said, "There's my people."
Yeah.
Like last night, the girl I was doing the PK with, we was talking about YouTube, and she said, "Oh, put your YouTube channel up." And before I could put it up, Christine put it up, Nick put it up. She said, "Oh, your people follow you." I said, "Yes, they do. They're very loyal."
Yeah. Y'all come and follow us. Come support us on BIGO. Come, even if you just coming to watch. Don't come watch. Don't come watch.
Just throw me some beans, honey.
99 cents. You can get
99 cents. No, it's $1.08 because you know they're gonna put tax on it. It's $1.06 or $1.08.
$1.08. It's $1.08.
It's $1.08. So buy some beans. Throw them little beans. You know the beans ain't expensive. That's the one thing I like.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that I like about BIGO is that you are at the discretion to do what you want. Like some people with this, and we say, "Oh, send us the CashApp." People don't like that, but with BIGO, you can go in there and buy 38 beans for 38 diamonds for 99 cents. What's 99 cents, child? That's $1. You can't even buy a cup of coffee for $1 unless you go to McDonald's and use the app and get the 99-cent coffee.
Yeah,
but throw them beans and.
Yeah,
you good. So,
sure, you can spend $5 and grab a cracker and go crazy.
Okay, $19.99.
Yes, for the price of a membership of one McRae Kingz membership, you can get what 10 days. You can get about what? How many beans?
I think 1,000 beans.
Yeah, 1,000 beans. Yeah,
1,000 for $19.
Yeah, our lowest tier is $5. It's $4.99. Shoot, you can buy a whole bunch of beans.
$4.99, you can get about 2,000 diamonds over 200 diamonds over.
Come on over, to see, to come on over and listen. I'm doing a whole lot of stuff with you. I'm doing requests. I'm doing Quiet Storm. I'm doing oldies.
Yes,
I'm doing classic R&B.
I'm
doing house music. So
I'm gonna do cooking. You know, because we can do together, but we're separate. So we gotta come up with our own things of what to do for our own channels because each one of us has a channel. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what we do and how we do it alone and together. Y'all have seen us do it together, so you know how we do it together. But on BIGO, we're going to do it together and alone. Like last night, I'm having a conversation with a girl in PK, and he thinks that he's still part of my platform, but he in the background, yeah, I know, I don't like her either. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting there cracking up in my head going, Tremel, we're not having pillow talk. I'm having a PK.
Oh. Y'all know me.
Well, I'll be live, and the next thing you know, he done sat next to me and done took over the live like he normally do. But honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because it's what we used to doing together.
Yeah.
Or he'll be live DJing, and I'll be coughing or banging on the wall, talking about answer the comment, read the comment, because y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a stickler for the comments, and he will ignore a comment in a heartbeat.
I'll be just sitting here playing my music. I just be sitting here playing my music. Yes.
And the only time, like with me, that I ignore the comments, like yesterday when I was driving to the store, of course, I'm not going to read comments while I'm driving to the store, because either I'm going to end up a tree or I'm going to hit somebody's car, and that's not going to be cute.
Right.
But they tend to like when I play my old school music. And yesterday it was so funny because it was Lisa was on Let the Beat Hit 'Em. And I had pulled into the driveway, so I took off my seatbelt. But I was, jamming to it. And somebody put in a comment, they said, oh shit, he done took off the seatbelt. He about to jam.
Well, he get ready to take off.
Oh, it was so funny to me. I was cracking up. I was like, child, I should have left it on the mountain, got out the car and started doing the good 2-foot.
Child.
No, but I love it over there. We built a family.
Yeah, we're building a fan base over there now.
And we got to build a fan base. So if you guys come over, we definitely will appreciate it. It is confusing. So I ain't going to lie. It's very confusing at first. So, that's why I leave our IDs in the description box
they'll be in the description box so you guys.
So that when you go over there, you can just hit the search and put in our IDs and pull us up. And that way you don't have to try to search for us. It's easier that way if you do create a BIGO account. But if you try, it's
we even sound different over there. We use our deep voice. Yo, what's good,
It's
man?
very confusing.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo,
what's going on? How you doing?
I see some of y'all. I see some of y'all getting moist in the comment section.
JoJo McRae.
Yo, what's good?
Anyway, y'all,
we gonna get on out of here. I need to get some lunch. We gonna get on out of here. It was really good talking to y'all.
My university is Joe McRae 416. Tramel's is the same thing you see right there, the CashApp, but only difference is DA McRae Kingz.
Yeah, DA.
So it's DA McRae Kingz.
Yes.
DaMcRaeKingz.
Yeah.
So his BIGO ID is DA McRae McRaeKingz, and mine is JOE McRae McRae 416.
Right.
It'll be in the description box after this video because I don't know why YouTube stopped letting you put everything in your description box while you're live because that's how I was doing it before. But after this is finished, all of that information, and it'll say BIGO on it, will be in the description box. So you guys that want to follow us over there, you guys can follow us over there.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah,
it felt good. I ain't going to lie. It felt good when I did my PK and she said, what's your YouTube page? And Christine and Nick and all y'all started typing in the and they started typing TheMcRaeKingz. It felt good to have y'all over there. I'm not gonna lie, cause you get a confidence like, oh, my support system is here for me now. So because y'all love us, we love you. Y'all are our support system. Those people over there don't really know us yet. You got, this morning I was surprised when the girl was like, when she said TheMcRaeKingz are here now. And she's like, oh my God, I always wanted to meet them. I got both of them on my channel. I was like, you know us?
Yeah.
Because she didn't even know what our YouTube channel was, but she knew who you were. So it's fun. But like I said, having you guys there, it's like you get an extra boost of confidence. Because I saw Melissa's name, and I wasn't sure if it was Melissa. When I saw Christine's name, I wasn't sure if it was Christine. I knew when I saw Monte's name, I was kind of not sure. And I said, let me see if it's Monte. So I put, hey,
it's like family.
Monte.
It's like
and
family.
He responded back the way I know he responds. So I was like, okay, that's Monte. So just let us know or add us. And then, it'll show that you added, and it'll show when I add you back. But it feels good, to have you guys there. It's like real. It's like
real
family.
Y'all are family. Y'all are family.
It gives you another level of confidence because your people are there watching, as opposed to total strangers who really don't know who you are yet, or who may not get what you do yet. So it's good, and we appreciate you. And on that note, make sure you're following us on all social media platforms.
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, BIGO, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to be part of the McRae Kingz Kingdom, this is the last week to get the perks. So if you're going to join, hit that join button. If you don't see the join button, that link also will be in the description box. And
And members, your merchandise is coming soon. It's
your
going to be shipped
merchandise is
out.
coming.
Yeah.
We're shipping it out next week.
Yeah.
And if you want to support the McRae Kingz platform, right there's the Cash App, the MKingz. Feel free to support the platform if you can and if you want to.
Yes.
And again, make sure you guys that have it already or don't have it and plan on downloading it to your phones, download the BIGO app and follow us on BIGO. That's BIGO Live. It looks like a little dinosaur when you pull it up, just so you know you're pulling up the right thing.
Yeah. And don't forget to go over to the McRae Kingz boutique. It is hoodie season. We do have a lot of great merchandise over there. We have some new merchandise over
And
there.
masks.
Coming soon is our new digital merchandise, wallpapers for your phones, for your cell phones, and for your tablets. And we'll be doing a lot of video clips. Like I'll be doing a video clip called "Don't Make Me Go Find Something." You can use it. It's gonna be a ringer if y'all want to buy one of those. You'll be able to purchase some of our digital products as well. I think that's all I really had to say.
Well,
remember everything that we said
make
today.
sure you walk in love, peace, and sunshine. And you said you wanted to have a word for the day and then interrupted me when I was going to give it.
What word?
The word for the day is, or the inspiration for the day is this. Just like I'm going to say it. It don't cost shit to mind your business, so learn to do just that. And on that note, walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness.
And don't let nobody go find something.
And always remember,
it's Team McRae.
All damn day.
Talk to you guys.
Later, y'all.
Ooh, child, I ain't even got the whole thing. I ain't ready for us to damn it sign off. We are still in full screen and things.
Well,
child.
that's what you get with these big ass like you blind comments.
I don't know where that came from. Join us on BIGO. We'll see you on